Just talk a little bit about Jamie Foxx. I'm hearing some different things. I had a couple of phone calls come in. Yo, hey man, this is another segment of news you can use, man. Make sure you guys like, subscribe to our channel. Make sure you guys share our anything that we're doing over here at Boss Talk 101. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, sharing all the information that you see keep coming up. Man, don't sleep on what we got going over here, because we definitely are working, making sure you guys get absolutely everything you need to have a good time on this network, on this channel, man. Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk. So, what am I talking about? Okay, wanted to just talk a little bit about Jamie Foxx. I'm hearing some different things. I had a couple of phone calls come in, and I was like, man, I better say something. And Jamie Foxx been in the hospital now since the 12th. I want to say of last month. It's been a while now. It's been going on a month, and it's something that's very alarming to a lot of people. They're trying to figure out what to do, how to deal with it, and a lot of it is because they don't have information coming in. With the way society is today and the way that the internet is, people are always looking for ways to understand what's going on. They gotta know, they gotta have the information. Without the information, we're lost. We gotta have it. What can we do to get the info? And my biggest thing is, man, you own this phone, you're flipping day in, day out, trying to figure out what you can figure out next, until at some point you become one that just says, hey, I'm just going to say what I want to say. Hadn't really had no concrete stuff to come out about Jamie. I've heard different people say that different things. He's sending out texts from his hospital bed. I even thought I seen that, and I even splurted it out. Or then you have another one say, "Oh man, it's not looking good for Jamie," and you have others that say this or say that. We're in a day and time where information is coming in steadily at all times, and I just can say, man, guys, you got to remember who you are. If you can't remember who you are, you got to think back, man, on who is Jamie Foxx, first of all. When I think of Jamie Foxx, I think of a person that's encouraging. I think of a person that's courageous. I think of a person that's keeps everybody going. And right now, he's been in the hospital, and people aren't hearing anything. But at this point, you're starting to see people say things. I read one article where it was like he hadn't heard anything. He's been in the hospital too long, so now we need to be preparing for the worst. I heard another article say that his family is preparing for the worst. You hear these things not from an individual person, but just through the media waves. And I just want to say, man, the Jamie I know, with so much, he would sing a song.
No weapons.
And when he would sing this song,
formed against me shall
as a Jamie
prosper.
Foxx, I'm big low. I say don't walk in fear, but walk in faith. The song say, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. It won't work. Every tongue that rise up against you shall be condemned. For this is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, for their righteousness is of me. This is Isaiah 54:17, man. You gotta hold on to something when you don't understand what's going on. You can't get caught up in fear, because a lot of times people are operating in fear. So without fear, they don't know how to operate. So all they do is get worried and discouraged and scared. But you have to operate in faith, which faith is the opposite of fear. And I know y'all probably don't want to hear this because y'all so far above this. You don't want to hear this because this ain't what you want. You want something to where you can, you want to comment. Do what you got to do. But I'm telling you right now, the man that I see, who grandmother Tally, even done a song about wishing she was here when his success came. And it was mesmerizing. You'd be so proud of your son. So I'm gonna be honest with you. Call me preacher. You can say whatever. I see a lot of times people say this and say, I don't really care, bruh. A lot of times you guys don't know how to operate in fear, so you say things to try to cover up the fact that you fear, you scared. Yeah, and so I don't even trip off of you. I feel sorry for you, if anything. But right now, Jamie Foxx need our prayers. He don't need our fear. He need our faith. So if you're not rocking with that, then I don't know what to tell you. Jamie Foxx need faith, man. People that faith believers, people that's praying, people that's believing that he's gonna be okay, people believing that he's gonna have a speedy recovery, people that believe that by his stripes that he's healed. 39 lashes, said boy. Y'all love to set up and be naysayers, but who's gonna step up now and be somebody that's why y'all don't talk about this kind of stuff, because it's too hocus pocus for you. You wanna feel like you're in control when you're totally not in control. And I'm not gonna sit here and even play with you, man. When I hear Jamie Foxx, man, and I see what he used to play the piano when he was a kid in the church. That's why he learned how to play it at. So I say, man, don't start operating in fear, but operate in faith, man. If you're talking about the Jamie Foxx I know, aka Eric Bishop, on Bradshaw Street in Terrell, Texas. Stop playing, man, because y'all know already how he would feel if he was here to speak for himself. But you guys are setting up, you run to every little blog site you can to get information, trying to figure out a way to be the first one to deliver whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, you have nothing concrete. When you walk in faith and not fear, and things get tough, you don't mind stepping up. This is the battlefield. This is what happens when you're a person that believe you. Them that live for God will suffer persecution. So at the end of the day, like I say, I talk to all these youngsters. If you watch my show, you know how I feel. So at the end of the day, whatever. If you don't like it, turn the channel, jump, go somewhere else. But I'm telling you right now, we need to be believing for Jamie to get better. We need to be praying for Jamie to get better. When I go by his house, when I go down there and pray, or if I'm here praying, it's to say, hey man, he gonna make it through. Not that we hearing the worst and we don't know, he's been in the hospital for 3 weeks and I get it. You're anxious to hear what you can hear and say what you can say and respond and tell everybody what's going on with it. So you fabricate whatever you can to try to figure out what to say to be on top of what's going on, but then totally don't understand what's going on. If you really was honest, you'll come out and say, hey man, I don't really know. I ain't really heard nothing. It's been quiet. The family don't want to know. They want their privacy. They want their respect. But you can't do that. You're too busy trying to figure out a way to make up a fabricated story to try to understand how to bring people down instead of bring people to a place of where they can believe that everything can work out. All things work for the good for them that love God and are called according to his purpose. So I want you to know that. So while you being a negative Nancy, understand that, man, that it could be okay. That there are things like miracles. Things can change. I've seen people be sick one day and well the next. I've seen people be well one day and dead the next. I've seen people's circumstances change because of their belief system too. So why don't y'all believers get behind Jamie and believing that everything's going to be okay. Do something positive toward it. Say a prayer for Jamie. Get on and type, we love Jamie. Get in the comments right now and say, hey man, I'm rocking for Jamie to get better. Do that. Let's start a campaign of we rocking for Jamie to get better. It ain't gonna hurt us. Get in the comments and say that or something. But stop acting like you don't understand what Jamie believed in, because you and I both know what that man believed in. And you knew what he stood for. So stand with him now. He needs you the most right now. And I ain't trying to be I ain't your whatever. I ain't your preacher. I'm just telling you what I believe and what I've seen him believe and profess. So it's cool with me. However you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? You can go back to your whatever. But if you're riding with it, man, I'm rocking with you, man. Like I said, it's just a little frustrating to see everybody I look at how the media is doing things, and I hate to see them the way they just. There's nothing in that thing that says that spiritual people do exist, and they look at ways to try to twist the narrative before they even know the outcome. So man, guys, make sure you don't be one of those type people. Please like and subscribe our channel. Make sure you, like I say, send a prayer for Jamie, and make sure you understand, man, that we only give you the news you can use. We ain't giving you something that don't have no essence, man. So if you want to rock with me, man, ride with your boy, man. Boss Talk 101, where the bosses talk, man. News you can use, man. Let me see. Yeah, that's about it.